Mic checker. Chicka, chicka, chicka. It's not some, baby. Yeah, a one time, baby. What? For your mind, baby. Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah, what? And this is another episode, sold of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, Not Son, baby. Here we go. What's good, family? You know, I want to chop it up with the fellas right quick. And this monologue is the meeting of the mind, so to speak. Now, I'm sure everybody on the planet are big on respect. You know, respect is major and paramount in the swinger lifestyle. But this particular episode could pertain to any parts of life and any circles of factions of life. You dig? It could pertain to any arena of life. But, you know, first and foremost, I want to chop it up to my dudes and say that, you know, when it comes to women, like when you come to these swinger parties, these lifestyle functions and events, you know, first and foremost, you know, you got to conduct yourself like a man. You see, before you're a swinger, you have to be a man first. You dig? Swinging is what you do. A man is what you are. I'm gonna say that again. Swinging is what you do. A man is who you are. You dig? And you have to exemplify traits of what it is to be a man. Now, son, what do you mean by that? Break it down. Now, you know, first thing first, no means no. You dig? You know, don't be so damn overwhelmed by sexiness to the point where you don't know how to control your urges. You know, a simple hi, how you doing? What's your name? You know, that's sufficient enough to elicit a conversation. You don't have to be a hound. You don't have to be a thirst bucket. And you don't have to be disrespectful towards women at the parties. And you don't have to talk to them as if they're beneath you, as if they're not human, as if they're a piece of meat. Now, granted, they may show flesh, but showing flesh at a party, that's appropriate. At a swinger party, it's appropriate. You feel me? Even if she's not at a swinger party, even if she's walking down the street, there's no reason to disrespect this woman because she's not bothering you. She didn't go out her way to disrespect you, so why you should disrespect her? And fellas, you know, you can't have it both ways. You can't say that a chick is stuck up because she doesn't want to speak to you. Then you call her all types of sluts and hoes if she fucks the whole party. You can't have it both ways. And then you wonder why that women at these swinger lifestyle parties, they're hesitant to let loose. They're hesitant to play. They're hesitant to get it in because they don't want to be judged not only by other women, but also by other men. You dig? So, you know, when you're in a swinger lifestyle, there's little to no room for judgment. Now, I'm not going to be naive and say that people don't judge. People do judge, even when they're not supposed to. Shit, I judge when I'm not supposed to. Not necessarily to look down on people, but to observe and make an assessment of whether or not I want to deal with that person. You dig? But fellas, you know, keep your hands to yourself. And, you know, calling a woman out her name is also a violation of the swinger lifestyle community when she hasn't done anything to you. This woman is minding her business. And you want to call her all types of bitches and hoes and fuck you, bitch, just because she don't want to put out, just because she doesn't find you attractive, and just because she's not feeling you, that you want to call this chick out her name because you're too emotional to handle rejection. And then because you don't have game, because your mouthpiece ain't cold, you want to touch a chick. You want to touch her to get her attention. You want to grab her arm and yank her on some scorpion shit. Get over here. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your scorpion on. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to talk to a woman, so you need to be physical. You need to be a Neanderthal, a savage, a damn barbarian in order for this woman to approach you or to see you. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a heathen with the shit. And you don't have to be a heathen. You could be a king. You could be an emperor. You dig? You could be a pharaoh and attract her by your aura, by how you carry yourself, because you exemplify what it is to be a man. You dig? You're using your logic over emotions, the logic above your shoulders instead of the emotions between your legs. Because you're not tripping about sex. You already know you're going to get it. Even when you think you're not going to, even there's a chance that you're not going to get it, at least you think you're going to get it with your mouthpiece instead of thinking with your pants. You dig? However, I'm going to say the flip side. I'm going to say the flip side. Ladies, you know, a lot of y'all got bad attitudes. Real talk. Y'all have bad attitudes, want to be high-sedity and think you the shit. And then you want to be rude. When a man approach you with courtesy, you want to be rude. You want to be rude and you want to cuss him out, and, you know, don't get it twisted. Like, a lot of chicks, they deserve verbal karate. They deserve an alphabetical slaughter. They deserve a verbal ass whooping. You dig? Now you saying, nah, son, you should take the high road. Why are you going to stoop to their level? Why? It's like, if somebody's ignorant, why should you match their ignorance? Why you can't be the bigger person? Hell no. Listen, you could be intelligent, but you could be savage at the same time. Because you have some people who only respect ignorance. You have some people who only respect when you match their fire. You dig? Now you could do two things. You could ignore the pettiness, or you could clap back and make person feel low based on your clap back, based on your comeback, based on your words that slices them in half. You dig? It's like sometimes you gotta be ignorant in order to get respect, because that's the only language that people understand. The only thing that people understand, well, some people understand, is ignorance, and they respect ignorance. And sometimes to get respect, you got to be ignorant as hell. Real talk. Because they're going to take your kindness for a weakness. They're going to take your intelligence for a weakness. So sometimes you got to be savage to get your point across. Because that's the language that some people understand. And you have women, you know, sometimes you got to cuss them the fuck out in order to get your point across. And I don't even call them women. I call them females. Because they don't deserve the women title, because just like a man, a woman is going to exemplify class and dignity and integrity. You dig? And you don't have to come out of pocket with a woman. But if it's just a female, you know, some scallywag, some thought, some hood rat, some trash, you know, you got to, you know, I'm not going to say lay your pimp hand down, because it's not that serious. But, you know, you have to let her know what it is, that you're not the one to be fucked with. You know, instead of abusing this woman with your hands, you can fuck her up with your words if you're a wordsmith. Now, once again, if you don't want to deal with that, then just walk away. You don't have to deal with the chick. But if you like me, who want to get your point across, who wants people to know that they got shit fucked up, then, you know, you got to be a savage. Because look, even Jesus told his disciples to carry swords to protect themselves against the Romans. Look it up in the Bible. Even Jesus told his disciples to carry swords. Now, if you believe in the Bible, then you already know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, then you should know the concept that you can't be peaceful all the time. Because when somebody is in war mode, they're going to take advantage of your peacefulness. You dig? Now, that's not to say that you should fight every war and every battle, because some people are not worth it. Some people, you know, they're not even worth the energy and your savageness. But sometimes that's going to be a point where, you know, you're going to have to get your point across. You're going to have to use that one person as an example so the other people could see that you're not the one to be fucked with. You dig? It only takes that one person, and then you're good. Because people know that they can't test you, and when they test you, there's going to be consequences that follow. And I know I kind of drifted from the topic a little bit, but it relates. You know, fellas, you know, you don't have to come out of pocket with a woman just because she's naked, just because she's half naked. Whether it's at a swinger lifestyle party, at a regular nightclub, or her walking down the street. She's minding her business. She don't want your attention. She doesn't want your attention. You know what I'm saying? You dig? Because, you know, it's all about respect. Because if you want respect, then give respect. And if a woman respects you as a man, then reciprocate that. But just because she may look, quote unquote, slutty or whorish, that doesn't mean that you have to come out your face to think that she's going to fuck you at the drop of a dime. To think that she's going to manifest the thoughts that you're thinking about her. When all she want to do, she just want to, you know, lay her hair down and relax. She just want to be around like-minded people. She don't want the stress. She don't want the drama. She don't want the bullshit. She don't want the nonsense. You dig? It's about even if a woman, or not even a woman, even if a female, even if she acts like she has no class, she has no dignity, she's sloppy. Even if she represent the bitch that you have in your mind, then don't even give her the satisfaction to go to war with her verbally or give her that attention, because some chicks know they ain't shit. So when a chick knows she ain't shit, then don't give her that attention. Don't give her the satisfaction about you coming out of your character, acting out of character. But fellas, you got to realize, you know, would you want your mother, your aunt, your niece, your cousins, your daughters to be sexually harassed at a nightclub, at a swing party, on the street? You did? Would you want the female members of your family to be disrespected by another man or another dude or by a fuckboy? Because when you see that disrespect, you're going to go bonkers. You're going to do everything short of murder to get your point across. Or you may even go to the deep end and, you know, 187 the motherfucker. But I'm just saying that, you know, treat women like you would want a man to treat the female members of your family or your female loved ones that's in your circle. Always think about that, because it's different when your daughter or your niece or your cousins or your aunt or your mother or your sister is getting disrespected. Now it's different. Now you want some, well, that ain't my mama, that ain't my sister, that ain't my aunt. Listen, Playboy, that's not the fucking point. The point is that it could be anybody that you know, and you treating a woman the same way that you don't want another dude to treat your female loved ones. And that's the point of the podcast, of the episode. And fellas, we need to check this behavior. When we see dudes at a swinger lifestyle party disrespect women, whether directly or indirectly, they need to be checked. But if you're not the confrontational type of dude, then don't fuck with him. Don't rock with him anymore, because it's not room for that in a swinger lifestyle. It's not room for dudes to disrespect women. And that behavior needs to be checked at the door. There's no room for that. If you overhear a dude calling women bitches and hoes when we're at a swinger lifestyle parties of all places, then dude needs to be checked. And you can either check him, and if he gets physical, then whoop his ass. But if you're not about that life, then just leave him alone and don't converse with him anymore, because he doesn't know what it is to be in the game. He doesn't know what it is to be in the swing lifestyle. There's no room for that. Because when a woman comes to a swinger lifestyle party, She needs to be 100% safe. She needs to feel that she's safe, secure, and she's not getting judged, at least not openly. She knows that she could get busy without some dude disrespecting her. You dig? So it's about checking your fellow man when he disrespects women, whether it's directly towards her or indirectly on some locker room talk type shit. Now, even though you have some chicks, they don't deserve respect. You have some chicks, you have chicks in the swinger lifestyle, they're not worth the gum under your shoes. However, respect the women who are more valuable. You dig? Who respect themselves. Treat them like a queen. You feel me? And stay away from the scallywags. So the moral of the podcast is that, fellas, check your fellow men. When you see them, they violating. If you see them disrespecting women, they want to touch on women. They want to grab their arms. They want to be gorillas on some gorilla pimp type shit. They want to call them all types of bitches and hoes at the parties, at the events, at the function. Then you need to G-check him or stay away from him. You did? Because there's no place for that amongst the naughty and the freaky. Ow. You dig? Because you don't want something to spark into a 4-alarm blaze, and when you don't check certain behaviors, then people are going to think that's the norm and they're going to keep it up. You dig? If nobody checks a certain behavior, then they're going to think that's what it is. That's what accepted. You dig? And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, Not Son, baby. Check out my website at www.notsunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You Me Us Them, The Swinger Manifesto. Go get it. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. And shoot me an email at swingapodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that's swingpodcast@gmail.com. And shoot me with any questions and or concerns that you may have. And we're going to go out like this, man. So here we go. What? So here we go. Chicka, chicka. So here we go. What? Yeah. And I'm out.